Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Amazing Spider-Man issue number 30. This is an Absolute Carnage tie-in. There's going to be at least one more of these. There's got to be. Let's get talking about who made this comic book, and then I'm going to tell you 5 things about this book. And you know what? Let's just start with number 1 right now. Let's just start with this freaking variant cover. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is amazing. Yeah. So that's number 1. And now we're going to tell you about who made this comic book, and then we'll get into number 2. Nick Spencer is the writer, and Ryan Oatley on pencils, Cliff Rathburn on inks, Nathan Fairbairn doing the colors, and VC's Joe Caramagna on letters. Ryan Oatley with Fairbairn doing the cover art. Oatley and Fairbairn does the Immortal wraparound also, and Giuseppe Camuncoli and Eric Arcianega does the Codex cover. Stan Lee created Spider-Man with Steve Ditko. Number 2 on this list is there is a whole lot of lead up. Wow. Pages and pages of. Check this out. If you don't know anything about Dan Slott's run, specifically the last 2 arcs or so, and you don't really know what's going on with Amazing Spider-Man right now, and you don't know what's going on with the Amazing Carnage stuff, this is a pretty good jumping on point for you. You'll be okay from this point on. You can go into any of those stories and you'll know exactly what's happening. You're good. For any of us who knows all 3 of those things, yeah, there was just a lot of pages here that really didn't need to happen. Let's move on to number 3 here. This was a very cerebral book. Wow. Wow. Like, this just got deep. It's not even just that it was hard hitting, but it's like being punched and then them twisting their knuckles into you a little bit more. It's like, damn, dude, come on, man. This was powerful and deep. Let's talk about number 4 on this list. All right. Kindred. We get past and present, or maybe it's double past on this with Kindred. And we get a lot. We get a whole lot. In fact, there's a good chance that some of you who are like, I couldn't do this, but some of you guys who are more versed in Peter Parker's life, the history of Spider-Man than I am, yeah, some of you might have actually already figured out who Kindred is just because of this issue alone. This revealed a lot. So when it happens, I'm probably going to be like, oh, duh, yeah, of course. But I'm telling you, somebody's going to figure it out based on this issue. I don't see how not, because they really, really just shovel this one deep. Finally, number 5 on this book, the timeline. I am not sure when this is happening. You could tell clearly when the stuff is that happened in the past, but they give you an idea in the beginning of this book that some of these warnings, some of these events in this issue take place after those in Absolute Carnage number 3. Yeah, cute. Norman Osborn is in this book twice. So, like in 2 separate imagining timelines. It's got to be, right? So when is he in that jail cell? That's got to be before he's actually beating up on Spider-Man right now, right? Because the door to that cell was destroyed. We already saw that in Absolute Carnage, right? So yeah, it's weird to see this. It's very weird to see this. Anyway, the whole book is deep, and it only adds to the cerebral nature of this issue. But the whole book, like I said, is really deep. Aside from those pages, which, mind you, I read all those pages, and while they were essentially useless to me, I still had no problems reading them because they're just done so well. The art in this book, I'm loving it. It gets deep, man. I mean, like, they go into Secret Wars, and they break into like the creation of Venom. They weren't playing around with this, man. That's what I'm saying. Solid jumping on point, so consider that. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.